Let me tell you a secret. It is easier than ever before to just exist. To make just enough money to pay the bills, to buy a car, to get a flat, and to eat at your favorite junk food brand. And if that is all that you want from life, stop watching this video and go back to scrolling your reels and binging on the new TV series. But if you want to live a life bigger than your dreams, if you think that there is more to accomplish than just what you have right now, keep watching this video. And before you go in the comments and start saying कि भाई मैं तेरी बात क्यों मानूं, इसमें मेरा क्या फायदा?
उससे मेरा क्या फायदा हुआ? मुझे क्या मिला? बताओ.
Listen carefully. I'm a 21-year-old living in Bangalore, and the last year was the best year of my life. Took over 60 flights, traveled along the country, met India's biggest unicorn founders, and spent time with India's youngest billionaires as well. And if that's not enough, I even went on my first ever international trip. Furthermore, I just gifted my parents a week-long vacation to Thailand for their 23rd wedding anniversary. Exactly 11 months from today, I dropped out of my college and did what all of you call escaping the matrix. Now look, I am no Andrew Tate, but I have seen this cycle repeat over and over and over again. A cycle that all of you are a part of right now. The toxic cycle of spending lakhs and lakhs over a worthless college degree that does not teach you new age skills to work at a dead-end job in a giant corporation that pays you just enough to keep you hooked and fires you at their whim. Like Naval says it best, there are two great addictions in the world: heroin and a monthly salary. In 2022, while most people kept getting fired, the rich kept getting richer. A report from the luxury car maker Lamborghini states that the number of cars that they thought they will sell in the whole year of 2023, they have already sold in India in just the first month of January. For context, a Lamborghini in India starts at 3.8 crore rupees. The top 5 richest people in India hold 60% of the country's wealth, while the bottom 50% holds less than 3% wealth of the nation. India is the same country where 800 million people every night go to bed with an empty stomach, all the while the net worth of the richest shot up by 46% in 2022 alone. Every second in 2020, Jeff Bezos made 2x more money than what a normal person makes in a whole year. But if these stats don't blow your mind, I don't know what will. But there is still light at the end of the tunnel. And to be honest with you, I think there is nothing stopping you from living this exact life, but only your limiting beliefs. The negative self-talk that you're having in your mind is what is preventing you from living up to your true potential. I was just like you on YouTube watching videos about how to make money and how to get rich. I built my own principles and acted on them to get to where I am in life. I want to share those principles with you in this video, and if you want to hear them, make sure that you hit the like button and share this video with a friend of yours who is in need of this type of content. But before we talk about the principles, there's one thing that is even more important than all of these things, and that is your well-being. Not just your physical well-being, but your mental well-being. And that is what you need to first of all focus on. When you sleep better, when you eat healthier, and when you hit the gym consistently, amazing things will start to happen in your life. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि भाई इससे क्या होता है? Like, how can this help me to get where I want to be in life? But hear me out, okay? When you sleep at least 7 hours every single day, when you eat a balanced meal which includes proteins, carbs, fats, and fiber, and when you work out consistently every single week, you feel a lot more energetic and enthusiastic to work every single day. अब आपने अपनी खुद की लाइफ में कई बार फील किया होगा कि यार मेरे को आलस आ रहा है, मेरे को नींद आ रही है, I'm not feeling as energetic, and all of that is a symptom of not focusing on these 3 core things. It's not about waking up 5 a.m. in the morning every day. It's more about sleeping consistently for at least 7 to 8 hours. When you will sleep better, you will be more energetic the next day. Number 2, when you have a balanced meal. What is a balanced meal exactly? So let me just break this down in a very simple terms, right? A balanced meal basically consists of protein, which should be 1.2 times your body weight. If your body weight is 50 grams right now, you should be consuming 50 into 1.2, that is 60 grams of protein every single day at least. Consume at least 2x your body weight for carbohydrates and at least 0.75x of your body weight for fats. When you will do all of these, you will get all the important nutrients, all of your macros are sorted, and the next step is hitting the gym consistently. Now, why do I emphasize this? I personally believe that from the time I started going to the gym in July 2022 till now has been the single best decision I have made for my lifestyle. I feel much more better physically, I feel fitter, I feel more confident in myself. When I look at myself naked in the mirror, I feel that sense of confidence in my own self and the way I appear. And number two, I have a strong will that I developed when you lift the weights, when you consistently do that in the long term, and when you see those gains in your body, you naturally will feel even better in your mind. It's not just for your physical well-being, it also highly impacts your mental well-being. So make it a habit to hit the gym at least 3 times a week. I ideally do it for 6 days a week. I have a PPL schedule, which is basically push pull legs, in which I'm training certain parts of my body and my muscles on one day, taking a rest of 3 days and then doing it again. As you can see on the screen, this is what my schedule looks like. Push, pull, legs, rest, push, pull, legs, and then again push, pull, legs. So that's a 6-day weekly gym routine that I have. You can take it if you want to, or you can at least have a habit of having cardio for 30 minutes every single day. That could be going on for a walk, having a bicycle ride, or just going to the gym and lifting some weights, doing some basic push-ups, doing some basic pull-ups, and that is all that you need. Just make sure that you reduce the time that you spend sitting on a chair every single day, right? Like the biggest change in my lifestyle has been this, and it helped me to become a lot more confident and a lot more focused on my work when I was having this physical activity every single day. So make sure that you include this. जब आपने ये तीनों चीजें कर ली, right? Sleeping better, eating healthier, and hitting the gym, you will find yourself better than 95% of people around you, right? You will naturally feel a lot more energetic, and now you can conquer the day and you can conquer your life as well. And now let me share with you the 5 principles that you should focus on every single day to get to where you want to be in life, right? Are you ready for that? Make sure that you hit the like button and let me know in the comment section, what is it that you want to become? Like, do you want to learn a skill to start freelancing? Do you want to start a business? What exactly do you want to do but you are not able to because of the surroundings, because of the friend group that you have, because of what your parents have told you to do? Let me know in the comment section. But let's talk about these 5 principles. The first one is to build a capitalist mindset, right? I remember when I was a 14-year-old in school, I used to beg my father to buy me an iPad. I just had this one zid कि भाई मेरे को iPad खरीदना ही है, and I want my father to buy it for me. And my father always used to say कि भाई खुद लेके देख ले, right? खुद पैसे कमा, खुद ले ले. And that thought in my mind used to irritate me कि भाई ये क्या बोल रहे हैं, क्यों बोल रहे हैं ऐसा? Why can't he just buy me an iPad? Doesn't he love me? Right? So I used to hate him for that. But when I came into my college and when I started making my own money, I realized the value of money, and I realized this mindset shift of going into a mindset of I can't afford something to how can I afford it. And you know, this is a very important mindset. You might have read about this in Rich Dad Poor Dad, but I'm telling you, once you start thinking about this in your mind, it greatly impacts the decisions that you will make, right? Just make a year-long plan कि आपको पूरे साल में करना क्या है, and then see कि how can you do all of this in 2 months, just 2 months. And when you will do that, you will realize that you can accomplish a lot more than what you are doing right now if you just use the smart cuts available to you. I will talk more about that in the video and in the coming videos as well on my channel. You need to observe the world around you. When you go out for a restaurant for a dinner, look out for how are people behaving, what are they looking at. When I go to restaurants, when I go to airports, I am constantly looking at how people behave, where is their attention, and how does the world around them operate, right? And when you do that, you will realize that there are certain problems around you. बहुत सारी दिक्कतें हैं that people face every single day. The next step is to figure out how can you solve those problems that you have an expertise in. And the next step after that is how can you do it at scale and build something of value for the end user. सबसे अच्छी चीज जो आप देख सकते हो इसके ऊपर इज द अश्नीर ग्रोवर पॉडकास्ट ऑन राज शमानी's channel. It will open up your mind about how does a builder think about building something and doing it at a cost that will get you your financial independence, right? So you have to take a look at that podcast if you have not already. The second principle is to find a skill and obsess over it. When you are in first year of college or when you are just getting into your career, it's completely fine for you to learn a variety of skills, right? There's something called as pie-shaped learning that you should absolutely focus on. Basically, pie-shaped learning is nothing but you having information about a lot of things, but you have a lot of expertise in one or two things, right? So make sure that you find a skill and start obsessing over it. अगर आपको पता नहीं है कि वो क्या skill होगी आपके लिए, you need to look at the new age skills. You need to learn to code, or you need to learn to design apps, or you need to learn to understand the algorithms of social media and learn about content marketing. These three skills and these three industries are flourishing right now. If you look at 100 years in the past, who were the richest people? These were the people who owned the steel plants, the cotton mills, people who owned the railways, right? That is what the old money is from. The new money and the new rich are in these three domains: code, design, or either content. So take a look at all of these three fields and understand what is more interesting to you and then obsess over it. You build specific knowledge into either of these three domains and then see what happens in your career. अब आपको बिना confuse करे एकदम simple भाषा में, if you want to learn about code, check out Free Code Camp YouTube channel and go to the web development playlist that they have and start learning about that. Become a full stack developer. Number 2, if you want to learn about design, simply go to the Ansh Mehra channel and start learning about UI UX design and how can you design apps and learn about product development, product design and how it really works. In Hindi, it is one of the best resources out there that you can find. And lastly, if you want to learn about content, check out this video by Ali Abdal or check out this channel called as Think Media, or you can also learn everything from Pat Flynn as well. So these are all the simple resources that you can go and start learning the basics of all of these three domains. अब बात करते हैं about the third principle, and that is to read and learn from the best in the world. अभी recently I was reading this book called as Principles by Ray Dalio. Now Ray Dalio is one of the most successful hedge fund managers, right? He has his firm called as Bridgewater Associates and he has handled billions and billions of dollars. And in this book, he shares all of the life lessons and business lessons that he has learned. अब इन्होंने पिछले 70-80 साल में जो सब कुछ सीखा है, मैं वो इस एक किताब को पढ़ के I can learn 70 to 80% of everything that he has learned. करीबन 500 की किताब थी ये. I think this one was 1000 rupees, but generally किताबें 400-500 रुपए की होती हैं. But the idea here is you can learn everything that someone has experienced in just a 500 rupees book, and that is the best investment that you can make on yourself. So you learn from the books of the best people in the world and you listen to podcasts of the best people in the world. I've made a video on the 7 or 10 most important podcasts. जाके देख लो if you want to get smarter in business, in technology, in science in general. So go take a look at that as well. But when you listen and when you read from the best in the world, your perception about the world changes, right? And you start to lose out your friends, right? Like most of your friends right now do not have the vision that you will have when you will come across all of this content and the learnings, and that is completely fine, right? The next step is to start documenting everything that you learn from these successful people. And that will give you a lot more insights, because generally what happens is that our mind is amazing at coming up with ideas. यार ऐसे कर सकते हैं, या फिर they are amazing at learning something new, but it is very poor at keeping everything in the mind, right? इसीलिए the traditional system of school and rote memorization and ratification does not work anymore, because it is not going to tell you if someone is smart. if they can just ratta everything and can, vomit it in the paper. So the most important thing you can do is to start documenting it on Notion, right? It's an amazing tool that I've been using over the past 3 years, and I think every one of you should use it. If you're a student or if you're getting started in your career, it is a must-have tool to document your learnings and then look at them whenever you have time to revise and then also implement them. The fourth principle I have is to never stop networking, right? This is the most important thing that I got when I shifted to Bangalore, and that was the network of people living around me, right? I could go to a cafe and I could see a ton of startup founders talking to each other, pitching business ideas, and just having a great environment around you, right? So that is how you'll be able to find a better network of friends to be with, right? Like, your friends shouldn't be just a way for you to laugh and just gossip about everything. They should also be a source of motivation. They should also inspire you to do more, to work more, to become better, right? And if you are not having a friend like that, you need to think about it. A simple act of leaving your tier 2, tier 3 city and shifting to Bangalore, Delhi or Mumbai and meeting a new person every day is going to open up your imagination to possibilities. You will be able to have a bigger network of people, you will learn more from people, and you will generally become more social in life. अब आप ही मुझे बताओ if I'm right or wrong. Most of you are not the best at communicating yourself. Most of you cannot sustain and have an interesting conversation with someone, and that's completely fine. All you need to do is to put in the first step to start this cycle of meeting new people and learning from them. You can do that on LinkedIn, on Twitter, you can email people, you can go to offline meetups and you can meet new people and you can have better experiences overall. The fifth and last principle I have is to get in the habit of sharing your learnings with people online. Like, literally, इस वीडियो को pause करो, click a picture of me and then go on a social media platform and post it saying that I watched Ishan's video and ये 4 चीजें मैंने सीखी उस वीडियो से. Please do that, and that will start your journey of documenting your learnings and sharing it with the world. Because when you do that, you get to build something very important, and that is your personal brand. And in today's world of people having the same resumes, the same projects, the same mindset, having a personal brand will set you apart from most people in the world. Now, when you build a personal brand and when you start finding like-minded people, it's not about making money from them by selling them courses. I'm not telling you to do that. It is about the reputation that you will build and the people and the places you can access once you do this. Like, once I got to about 500k subscribers on YouTube, if I were to message any startup founder, if I were to reach out to any brand, they would reply back to me and they were interested in talking to me and seeing how can we work together. And that is all possible because of what I've accomplished on my YouTube channel. So these were my 5 principles in life. The most important one in the starting is to take care of your physical and mental well-being. Please इस वीडियो को share करो with your friends. Click a picture of this video. Share your learnings about it on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Twitter, and start your journey. Right? अगर आपको कोई भी questions हैं about this, start putting that in the comment section. I would love to help you out. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Ishan Sharma 7390. But always know this one thing, and that is time is your only asset. अभी आप जो वीडियो देख रहे हो, most of my audience 20 से 25 साल की है, आप छोटे भी हो सकते हो, but right now at this age you are a time billionaire. Have you ever thought about that? Right? You might see Warren Buffett, you might see Zerodha's founders. All of these people are money billionaires. They have $1 billion or more net worth. But people in the ages of 20 to 25 are time billionaires. They have a lot of time by their hand, and that is your biggest asset. पैसा वापस आ सकता है, but time वापस नहीं आता. तो make sure that you make the best utilization of your time in the next 6 months and start focusing on the one thing. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. I will continue making videos on skills, on how can you escape the matrix and become better. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.